um, of another sect of thought when we study the military industrial complex, war, cased empires, colonial economies. All of them exhale the same breath, and the literal word conspire literally means to breathe together. It is, in my personal opinion, I think um, one of the most accurate etymologies to diagnose the state of a civilization, because to conspire is to inhale, to breathe in the same poisoned air, to metabolize the same suffocating consensus. That is why I say, especially so concerning this subject of patriarchy, there is a conspiracy of feeling, the way our age exhales in unison, the way our feeds, our anxieties, our day-to-day routines conspire against us to calibrate what emotions we are allowed to feel spontaneously. Nothing feels truly organic anymore, especially so in this algorithmic online climate. At least, I can definitely speak for myself. On my feed, everything seems to arrive pre-dead, and that is why, you know, as I've spoken to you guys about before, that's why I escape. That's why I read. And I know this is not particularly a popular sentiment, but I truly do believe that when somebody at their hour of collapse chooses to inscribe their final convictions, I believe it matters to read them. I believe it matters to interrogate them. And especially so when or if that writing informed what they were about to do in the prelude, in yeah in the in the critical moments before they did something catastrophic. I believe it is important to preserve these writings as artifacts of a mind at the critical threshold, because I think, in that moment of crisis, when the soul is stripped of all social polish, you you glimpse the conspiracy in its rawest form. You glimpse the poison. And guys, really, I've been reading through a lot of these manifestos, and the pattern is always the same. The conspiracy is always the same. And I hate to break it to some of you, but again, this is just my personal sentiment. It's not patriarchy. At least, okay, not in the way it is so often proposed as being the collusive entity at the root of corruptive social architecture. Rather, I believe it is the most influencing sub-architecture that indeed this root seeks to compromise. And so, in this interpretation, male behavior, the male temperament, becomes a barometer of social trajectory, not not necessarily the devil manipulating the temperature of